It's the CalebDMTG Show.
So this is not the first time that I've played this deck on stream, but I keep on monkeying around with different changes. This is a slightly different build. The last time I played the deck, I tried out Shatter Skull Smashing. I wasn't really sure about them. You do lose a lot of life to the Ancient Tombs, so like paying 3 life is a bit much sometimes. But also having an extra removal spell to like clear the way for an Instigator or a Lackey was interesting. So with this build, I'm going with that idea even further. Because Lackey and Instigator, once they both hit the opponent, you put the Muxus into play, and get all the Goblins out, get that overwhelming board state, you know? So this build is taking that idea even further and main decking Pyrokinesis, which is not the craziest card to main decking Goblins, but it's not very standard either. This version of the deck is really good at pitching cards, right? We've got 4 Chrome Mox. 4 of our lands are pitchable to Chrome Mox. And then these 4 lands can also pitch to the Pyrokinesis. And then Goblin Ringleader is really, really good with all those pitch cards as well, because it just fills the hand up, just shoop, get all those cards back. And then the sideboard is mostly teched against decks that aren't playing, well, creatures. Yeah, let's get into a game. Why not? Why not? Yeah, time for some Joblins. The Muxus Goblin deck seems like a good deck to start out with. I'm usually a little hazy for my first few rounds of the day because I just woke up. Haven't gotten my caffeine in me yet. And this is a pretty straightforward deck that I have a lot of experience with. So I think this will be a really good deck to either start or end on, but it plays quickly. Since it plays so fast, I think it's a really good deck to start with. Get through our first league in a breeze. Easy breezy, rice and cheesy. Bad host, best show. I was excited for some Gabos. Hell yeah. Turn 1 Tybalt says, happy spooky Hallow Eve. Yes, yes. This is the first Halloween in a long time that I don't have like a whole Halloween stream planned and prepped and all that. I have just had the craziest fucking month. I guess we keep this. Hand really needs a Chrome Mox. Lunubi liked the split VODs from yesterday. Oh, for YouTube? Nice. Yeah, it seems like that'll be easy. I think especially with Eternal formats, it'll be easy for people to like search for a specific deck to hit what they're looking for. Split it up by league. League's pretty digestible chunks too. 2 hour, 1.5 to 2.5 hour spacing, you know. Good evening, Chris Fox Racing. Good evening, everybody. It's gonna be uncomfortable to jam Ringleader into a daze. Sack my Prospector and jam Ringleader. I should update Stream Decker. Do we still Ringleader here? Now that we do Shatter Skull. I kind of want to play Shatter Skull tapped, attack, pass. As boring as that is. And then I'm going to try and save this Pyrokinesis to get some more value. Hell yeah, DLC. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Commando Zacko, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 47 months. I don't think we pitch cast to kill a Noble Hierarch. I think we try and get 2 things, at least. Oh, wow, in fact. Interesting. Is this just going to be the best fucking pyrokinesis of all time? We should do it on their turn. We already have mana to pay for days. If we wait until our turn, we could hit Pact Negation. Which I don't think they run, but why risk it, right? Sabronis is heading into the first 2-day weekend since July. I hope I have an awesome day. Did you see that pyrokinesis? This is the best day ever. this is the best fucking day. Oh my god. How many days here do we pay is the question. Right? Because this is the mana I need to cast Muxus next turn. I think I do pay. Yeah, so any accelerant still lets me play Muxus next turn anyway. But this way I got more cards. Power was so good. It was so good. It was nutty good. Yeah, I've heard good things about Hades. Heard nothing but good things about that game. Yeah, so I topped at Ancient Tomb, Chrome Mox, or Prospector. Gets me to Muxus next turn anyway. Hey, what's up, Princegor? Hey, Ashikura. How it do? Would Hades be a good game for Halloween for a Halloween stream?
Oh shit, what up?
Or would that be boring? I always feel weird streaming a game I've never played before. I'm not like, what's the word? I'm not as comfortable, I guess. Someone said not really. The next person says yes. Chat can never agree. Hades is basically hell, right? That's kind of Halloween-y. It is pretty good for streaming. Lots of dialogue, though. Okay. Not really. Not a Halloween game at all. No Ink Moth serve. Oh no, they are going in. They just had the stop set at the beginning of combat. I think we just attack, huh? Oh no, we play the Muxus. Because then the Muxus can attack. Could I stream Magic the Gathering for a spooky stream? Magic can get pretty spooky. Ghosts and ghouls and whatnot. No real incentive to play in this Cranko. Oh, they're dead anyway. Yeah, that game was fucked up, huh? Pyrokinesis. Let's get a third one in here. I think Chalice of the Void is good against their deck too. So let's get this one in. Maybe Trash Master. Trash Master and Creative Maker are both really good against the Ink Moth itself that they were attacking us with at the end there. Maybe we don't bring in Chalice on the draw, but we bring it in on the play if we lose this next game. I kind of like that reasoning. I'm worried about having too few Goblins for like Ringleader and Matron to be really good, or the Muxus trigger to be consistent enough. Correct, Muxus is not a May. So if your opponent has a Grafdigger's Cage in play, you just have to exile some cards, whether you want to or not. What's the benefit of the Red Pyro split? Just random, Meddling Mage, Cabal Therapy, stuff like that. In most decks, Pyroblast is just better, so a lot of times you'll just see like only Pyroblast. Basically, if you have like anything that cares about like Threshold or cast triggers, or Pyroblast doesn't need to have a target. So it's often strictly better than Red Elemental Blast. Whereas Red Elemental Blast needs to have a blue card specifically to target. Pyroblast, you can target anything. And then if it so happens to be blue, then it'll work its sweet Pyroblast magic. This deck doesn't give a shit though. That's why I have a split. That's why I split slightly better. I'll take 2 Infect. Savannah, interesting. Interesting, okay. Yeah, I was not expecting Savannah into Swords to Plowshares. Usually Infect is just blue-green. Not sure how aggressive I'm supposed to be getting here, or if I want to leave up Creative Maker mana. Well, they didn't Pendlehaven because we have Crater Maker, which can sack to deal 2 damage to a creature. So they wanted to leave the Pendlehaven up to protect their Glistener Elf. Of course, next turn we could block and then force them to use the Pendlehaven and then sack. But instead, I'm getting a little rowdy here. They probably just have a force for my Pyrokinesis, and we're about to just fucking die. You surprised they didn't try to eat the Chieftain? Yeah, I thought they might too. Had they done so, we would have gone for the Pyrokinesis. Ooh, now they have a blue source. Now we have to worry about days too. Next turn, I wonder if we War Chief or Krenko. I think we actually War Chief. Because then we can hold up Crater Maker or Daze Mana. The tall beer that I have here? Oh, this is not a beer. This is an Uptime energy drink. This is my caffeine. Yeah, Krenko plus Activate would just give me 11 damage in the 13. I don't like playing my burn spells before damage, in case they have a pump spell that can blow that out. I mean, they have one on board. It makes Pyrokinesising awkward. Maybe I don't even play the War Chief. Maybe I just attack them for 5 again. And then I'll have Crater Maker and Daze Mana. What if they have another Swords, though? Pyrokinesis cannot go face. That'd be pretty messed up, right? Wouldn't that be just like one of the most played cards of all time if it could go face? That's what I'm saying. If they have a second Swords, we would want Redundant Haste. But if they don't, then I'd rather just attack with this and save the War Chief to pitch to Pyrokinesis. And my mana to pay for, like, Daze and Crater Maker sacking. It's tricky. It's a tricky turn. What if we save stuff to block? Is this a good turn for that? Hey CMFP, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 31 months. I could never really figure out Legacy, in fact. Like, it seems like a straightforward deck, but I never really won with it, so I assumed that I was missing something. Gave up. Maybe we're supposed to split like that. Can't really see a reason not to. Alright, I'm overpaying because of the war leader. GG! Yeah, so main deck Pyrokinesis was pretty fucking fucked up. What deck is blue-green Infect Splashing Swords for? I think they just want removal, right? There's a, like, creature-based combo, and creatures getting in the way of their Glistener Elves. I don't know if it's worth it. Sword Splashers are good against Delver, but adding another color isn't. I guess they play Noble Hierarch already, so they figured the white splash is easier. That poor Infect player, right? Yeah, it's pretty rare that I'm, like, feeling bad for the Infect player, but getting Pyrokinesis twice has just gotta be the worst fucking feeling. What's up, Badagaboosh? So this hand did some lackeys, but nothing to really do with them. No ways to force them through. It's just a one-lander. It's minimal. This is a little bit better. In terms of actually having mana. What am I eating? I'm eating a sandwich that my lovely wife prepared for me. It's pretty dope. Fresh mozzarella, cheddar, freshly sliced tomato, and then I think it's I think that's roast chicken and mayonnaise. Double Mox. Oh boy. Sure. I think we actually turned to War Chief. I never turn to War Chief. I see people making that play in Historic all the time, sacking Prospector to play War Chief on 2. I'm just like, alright, you attack me for 2, untap, kill your War Chief. And then they're just like throwing cards away, right? However, in this situation, the opponent's only got 2 cards in hand, and playing the War Chief now lets me play Kranko on 3, which seems great. That seems awesome, right? They might be playing, like, Punishing Fires. That would be a card that could punish me here. Marin, interesting. I like activating on your turn, because the opponent can't respond, kill one of your things, and deny you a Goblin token. Oh yeah, they definitely seem like a Loam deck, huh? Why else would they be playing Grasping Dunes? I think they're just like a straight green-black Loam deck, though. Some interesting stuff going on. Green Sun for 2, finding Sylvan Wayfinder. God, that's so fucking interesting. The time has come. That is scooping? Okay. Do we leave in Pyrokinesis? I'm not boarding in Chalice. We play like Tormod's Crypt, if we want Crypt maybe. This is actually a matchup that I'd board in Blood Moons, if I had Blood Moons in the board. Maybe better than something like Thorin. Hey, Copilot 11, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 23 months. Steam Flogger Boss likes how I put the planned decks in the stream title. Yeah. I didn't used to do that because I didn't used to have my stream fully planned out. But if I'm planning on playing specific decks, I might as well throw it in the title, right? Let people know what's up. If they're playing Green Sun, they're probably playing Dryad Arbor. And Pyrokinesis probably has some targets. You want to bring in the Trash Master? We could. Didn't really care about Trinisphere very much. Is the opponent the current trophy leader? I don't know. I don't know right now. I didn't pay attention. You're hyped for the CalebDMTG run? Oh yeah, November 4th that starts. It's the 30th now, so that's like 5 days from now. Gonna do a 24-hour stream. Should be a good time. Yeah, Tormod's Crypt, Trash Master. Not sure if I want Pyrokinesis. Those are the things that I'm thinking about at the moment. Let's play like 1 or 2 crypts. Let's play like 2 crypts. I guess I'll bring in the Trash Man. Gotta crank home. I'll cut a Prospector. They're probably a Chalice deck, so shaving 1s actually makes a lot of sense. Got 2 Prospectors. I don't know if their Chalices will stay in. They shouldn't, but they're playing Trinisphere, right? I guess I keep this. Not thrilled about it. A little weak to a Wasteland draw. And we're actually going to cast this Chrome Mox. In case they go turn to like Ancient Tomb, Trinisphere. But that's still a card in their deck. So they're just passing with 3 mana up. But I'm gonna still play my Goblin. What it is, Chief. Eh? Might be a bad Pyrokinesis. Let's have a second one, yeah. It's possible I should have just done nothing, right? It's possible they would have just like rained out the second Plague Engineer and we could have gotten 2. Prime time coming down. They are at 11. I think they're just good though. I don't think Ringleader can dig me out of this one. GG next. I feel like I want a Tarfire somewhere. Crater Maker is at least like a shock that I can get for the all goblins get -1 or minus, yeah, the Plague Engineer. It's like a tutorable answer. I'll try this. This hand's actually kind of bad. We have the turn 1 Instigator, but we don't have anything to put into play with off of it. But we're drawing towards Goblin Matron, Goblin Ringleader, Muxus, Kranko, all that, and like a huge chunk of the deck. It just helps you pop off on turn 2. I like that adding the Shatter Skull Smashings gives me even more main deck like answers to random blockers. Just taking it. Well, I have nothing. This is the one time in the history of the world that that was never punished.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Yuka34, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 24 months there. Kind of regretting imprinting the Shatter Skull at this point. If I'm them, I like Wastelanding even if I have a prime time in hand. Yeah, it's gonna lock it up pretty quickly. Titania is a little different. Titania, if you're then you're only like 1 mana away from your thing. Brutal stuff. Yeah, it's pretty rare that you get an early Instigator hit in and like don't just win the game. Because you need to not have Ringleader, Muxus, Matron, etc. Daryl Ayers. Fantastic legacy player. You know, doing Death and Taxes stuff. Probably just gonna rock me this game, because they have the turn 1 mom, and we don't really have a way to break through. Yeah, I mean, I could have played around it a little bit better, Instamix. But even if I answered... See, the game 2 and 3, even if I had answered their Plague Engineers, we were still behind, right? The Plague Engineers still, like, bought them enough time that even if I had killed the Engineers, I think we end up losing to Prime Time or Priest of Titania. Either one of those games. That's almost interesting. Or do I just imprint it? Feel better today? Oh, because I slept all day yesterday? I just felt like sleeping. I wasn't like sick or anything. I was just like, nope, sleeping. I usually take like 1 day off a week, and the last day that I took off was like last Saturday, so it hadn't been a full 7 days, but as long as I space it out, I think it's fine. Good for the old mental health. Can't cast it. The Smashing? Not this turn. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm considering saving it. Obviously, I wouldn't be casting it this turn. If I play Chieftain, do I serve with both? I think if I serve with both, they can double block one and then give the first creature pro red. So I'd just like lose either a Lackey or a Chieftain. Let's just play War Chief and pass. Nice, Hodge. Love to hear it. I think I get my mail slower than everybody else in the world, because I haven't gotten mine yet. Everyone was sharing theirs on Oh, I should have played Chieftain here, not War Chief. Because if I play Chieftain, the next turn I play the other Chieftain, and then sort of Fire and Ice needs a little help. The nice thing about playing the War Chief is now if I top deck a Muxus, I can play that next turn. I can just cast it. Oh, that makes sense, Hodge, yeah. Yeah, that's just physics, right? How many Smashings is correct in this list? I don't know. I've played 0 and 4 so far. Those have been the two numbers that I've tried. So I'm going to run out the Chieftain. Well, no, I'm not. I was going to pass. They're going to play a Sword of Fire and Ice and hit me and kill my Lackey. But if I play a Chieftain, then they'll kill the Chieftain. Next turn I can play 2 Chieftains. We won't be able to take, like, infinite sword hits or anything, but Maybe we can set ourselves up for a top deck Muxus and win that way. Did you miss Painter? No, we are... I start the stream at 7, so that would have been a very fast Painter League. Play a full League of Painter. Yeah, I'm not sure what the right number of Shatter Skull smashing is. I'm guessing it's not 0. Oh, we needed this on turn 1, huh? Could have killed the turn 1 Mother of Runes and they play Stoneforge Mystic, but I would have had the turn 2 Chieftain. We'll pack this one. This isn't a matchup that I actually shave back on lackeys, because it's very hard to actually connect with the lackey in this matchup. Very, very tricky. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Main deck, like, extra answer to extra food for Chrome Mox. And then you can just, like, randomly kill something. The life loss is pretty egregious with Ancient Tombs, though, if you have an Ancient Tomb draw. There's games where you take, like, 8 to 10 damage from Ancient Tomb, and then paying another 3 is kind of brutal on top of that. Hey, Pestilence22, thanks for the sub, thanks for 44 months. So I could see the right answer not being 4, you know? I don't think the right answer is 0. But I'm not 100% convinced that the right number is 4. I'm testing with 4 for now. That'll give me a better idea. So far I've had like one game where the life loss was really important. Yeah, happy Halloween weekend, Nuxus Justin. We just pop that vial. Let's kill it with Cratermaker. The other line is to run out Instigator this turn. I think we put a War Chief in to play off the Lackey regardless. My reasoning behind not killing the Vial is that I think that I can maybe just bury them before they get a ton of Vial advantage. I didn't need to tap that Ancient Tomb. Shit. Oh well. He's up, Joe Hef. Huh. They could have played a 2-drop last turn if they'd had a 2-drop. I guess the decision point didn't matter, so we were tanking on whether to pop their vial or not, and they're like, well, we're just dead anyway. So they just packed it. Fraptious Day is the one time that you can't undo an Ancient Tomb, even if you haven't cast another spell, is if the Ancient Tomb kills you. they don't let you undo that. Yeah, Lackey's pretty bad in the matchup. We do have triple Pyrokinesis, though. I like having something to do early on. I think this is okay. If this hand had a Chrome Mox or Pyrokinesis, I'd be all over it. It's possible that I should be keeping it just because, like, we're kind of good against Wasteland with being able to open on basics. But I think it's a mull. This hand at least has acceleration. We need a ringleader real bad. The chieftain was a war chief. He'd be setting up for a very fast Muxus here. I don't think we can pitch Muxus to Pyrokinesis at this point. It was maybe super wrong of me to imprint the Shatter Skull instead of the Pyrokinesis. Can you get a song name? The song name's scrolling beneath the... Or at least I thought it was. It's Project Overcharge. Sorry, from Champion Select. My apologies. Chromox off the top. We bottomed to Mox. Oh my god. Oh my god. We bottomed to Chromox, so it was so unlikely. Alright, well, let's do that. Should really be resolving the ringleader first, maybe, so I have a better idea of what I want to get with the matron. Maybe Trash Master. I like that. Wowza? Yeah, wowza indeed. Oh, they have responses. Well, the game's just over anyway. Sweet. That Chrome Mox draw was so fucking lucky. That was so unreasonably lucky. Just the least reasonable thing of all time. Especially because we had bottomed one, so there were only 2 left in the deck. I was just like, okay, here we are. Oh, the best card possible, sure. And just like some absurd Muxus hit. That was an awesome turn. That was super awesome. That's the best feeling in the world, just getting absurdly lucky against a much better player. That's why Magic is the best game. It just is. Hey, Spoopy Snack, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 44 months. Yeah, boo indeed. Boo indeed. Should they have Wastelanded in response to the Mox? If they Wasteland, you just float the mana. They can't keep you off mana that turn. They had to Wasteland on their turn, or like on our upkeep or something. Yeah, that's always a calculation, Vertaro, with Wasteland. Like, do I need this mana more than the opponent? I think they thought that they needed the Wasteland for, like, equip costs and stuff. That's why they didn't waste. Hey, Schmitty088. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 32 months. Schmitty says, can you teach me to draw like that? It's not a skill that everyone has. Right. But it is the most important skill. I'm actually going to keep this. I guess we have 2 lands with the smashing. Any opinions about the Commander Legends spoilers? I tweeted one out. I tweeted out, what was it? Oh, they printed a Black Lotus that you can only use to cast your commander. And I tweeted like, oh, I have to actually cast my commander to use this? Gross. Because I'm usually just like having too much fun dirtling with like whatever the rest of my deck is doing. The commander's there. Is just there to like let me, you know, have a backup plan.
Oh shit, what up?
More Krankos seems better in this deck. I'm playing 3 Krankos. I think 3 is a pretty good number. Was that magic as Garfield intended? Garfield, to the best of my knowledge, loved lasagna and hated Mondays. I don't know if that cat even knew how to play Magic. Hey, Sapanita, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 29 months. You like the 01 Cobalt Commander? That one's sweet. What commander do I play? Right now I have the Grixis Marchesa deck put together. I've got a very particular commander deck that's on all artist proofs, and then all of the backs are painted and stuff. So it was mostly just me looking at my artist proof collection and saying, hey, I basically have a commander deck. And then hunting down a Mana Crypt and a Chrome Mox and a few random pieces of fixing I needed. The question here is, do we like Pyrokinesis to get 1 Lackey hit in if all Lackey is doing is getting me? I think I want to go Instigator pass. I think that's my play. Why did Garfield hate Mondays anyway? He didn't work. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe it's because Maybe John was always like pissy on Mondays, and so therefore Garfield hated Mondays. If everyone around you is more stressed, it's still a worse day, even if your schedule is unchanged. Yeah, John left. I'm not offering the trade with Lackey, because again, I still have this Pyrokinesis. So in my ideal dream world, they play another creature for me to kill with Pyrokinesis, and then both of these get in. And then with triple hit, we put in Matron and go get Muxus, and, you know, do our sweet, sweet thing. Opinion on the new anti-tutor? The new anti-tutor, the 3-mana 3/2, where you, like, tutor for them or whatever. That card's okay, right? I saw people calling it, like, Legacy Staple, and I was like, what? Try Fringe card. Try Fringe card. This card costs 3 fucking mana. But you can Dark Ritual it into play. Yeah, Dark Ritual into a 3/2. That's... that deck sounds very Fringe to me. It does not sound like a tier 1 deck. I have Dark Ritualed, like, fucking Rotting Regisar into play on turn 1 in Legacy. Like, I will love this card. I will play it. Trust me. However, I do not think it will be a format staple. It reminds me of Notion Thief, right? Where, like, you blow out someone with it once, and you're like, oh, this is the sickest thing, and then, like, a few months later, nobody's playing it. That's what I'm predicting for that card. And I don't think I'm alone in that prediction. Hey, Philip619, thanks for the $4.20. We do not do song requests anymore. There's a reason we're listening to the League of Legends free playlist for content creators right now. There's a reason. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. If you want me to refund your donation, I will. Because I don't want there to be feel-bads there. I had it in the stream title that we weren't doing song requests anymore for a few days. Yeah, I'm just hyping LOL Worlds. The finals is like tonight, right? Worlds Finals. I'll probably catch some of that. Or it's like Saturday technically, but I'll still be awake on Saturday morning. If we had natural mana, just like casting Smash on the Arbor would be nice. Sounds like a one of an Esper Vial. Oh yeah, it's probably decent Esper Vial. God, I wonder what they're doing. That this just like connects. I kind of want to put in another Instigator instead of the Matron. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have cast Matron to go get Muxus, and then pitched Pyrokinesis to make sure we connected. I was worried about them playing the 1/1 snow thing, so like we pitched a Pyrokinesis, killed a Dried Arbor, that like in response flash in the 1/1. It's possible I'm playing my hand a little slow here. Chats is like talking about all these nightmare sweepers, and I'm like, did I fucking fuck this game up? I'm like over here sweating. Everyone just like concedes. I'm like sitting here like, I think I'm doing pretty well. I think we could play this pretty slow, pretty casual, pretty laid back, just glide in there with my goblins. Chat's like, oh, they could have Dead of Winter, and oh my god. I'm just like, oh no. Did I overplay into a sweeper? Oh no. Scoop, next game. Sweet. Not 100% what they're doing. I should maybe be keeping the Pyrokinesis in. We only saw like 2 cards, right? Goblins are usually pretty good against sweepers, despite like chaining ringleaders together. Ringleader and Muxus are both decent against sweepers, right? So I'm not too worried about those. I'm a little bit worried about them going like sweeper into Oko when I can't pressure the Oko, which is why Rebs are coming in. Something like this. Nice, Death by TV. Yeah, you tagged me on Twitter, right? Looked fucking sweet. Hey, Chipper Sheka, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 26 months. I hope you don't mind me showing this shit. Got their howling giant picture desk with the CalebDMTG theme song. And then I did not format these promo cards that they used for the like the descriptions of me and the band. But the power and toughness, they did 666 for themselves, and they gave me 420, so amazing. But like, it's clearly the cards were clearly not made by people who play like a ton of Magic the Gathering, right? Because you got a very gold casting cost and then a black border. It says ongoing sorcery wizard. You know, it's fun. It's fun. I got a kick out of it. The cards are laminated. Amazing. Amazing. That was a fun group of guys. Yeah, and why does a sorcery have a power and toughness? It doesn't make sense. Chewbacca is a Wookiee, but he lives on Endor. It doesn't make sense. The Chewbacca defense. What's the song? The song should be scrolling beneath my face. Oh right, ongoing sorceries have power and toughness. Silly me. How did I screw that up? I hope I don't regret boarding out Pyrokinesis against the Dried Harbor deck. The theme song? Oh, search CalebDMTG theme song. Or Caleb D the Wizard. Actually, search for Caleb D the Wizard on Google and you'll get there. It's also my pinned tweet on my Twitter. If there's a link to my Twitter in the stream description. If you find my Twitter, it's the pinned tweet there. You want to check it out.
What up?
The music video is dope. The music video is like one of the most ridiculous things I've ever done.
Oh shit.
It is just an absurd vanity project, but it turned out really sweet, I think. Hey, Just Aggressive, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 15 months. And Clinker Sam, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 68 months there. They threw in some Banecamp download cards for their other albums. Oh, that's awesome, Death by TV. That's so cool. Yeah, they said they were gonna send me a couple. So I might have extras as giveaways. I know I'm gonna hang one up on the wall behind me. Opponent's like, do I just get to do this? Do I just get to block? Maybe attacking was wrong. Set up further, like Shatter Skull smashing. I think we just cast our cards though. I think just casting Ringleader is fine next turn. Can the theme song be played? Certainly can. Certainly can. I don't know, I might play it at some point tonight, but I'd have to like stop and pause my League of Legends soundtrack. I guess we can do that. Alright, hold on. Alright. Ice Fang? Does not have Death Touch yet. Yeah, I wrote the lyrics for this song. The band approached me, and they were like, "Hey, we heard that you were playing our shit on Twitch, and that's awesome. Do you want us to like record an intro for your YouTube page or something?" And I was like, "Well, that's a fucking awesome idea." How about we go even further with it? How about we get a little tastier? Hey, Raised by Natives, thanks for $4.20. Said thanks for playing my song request. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Trading off stuff might actually just be bad right now, with them having the Ooze and Uro. On the other hand, if we run out Lackey here... it might prevent them from attacking next turn. We're playing the Shadow Skull, because casting the Shadow Skull is almost good. But I like the idea of just going like Mountain Muxus next turn.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, lose round 1, thanks for the resub, thanks for the 2 months. Does this happen every month now? I suppose it do. I suppose it do. For sure, Shadows. I mean, I'll still be finding music that that I have the permission to play, and I'll still be figuring stuff out.
Oh shit, what up?
Creating new playlists and stuff. There'll just be like less discovery live while I'm streaming. Hey, Arglypuff, thanks for the resub, thanks for the 13 months. Ronin55, thanks for the 46 months there. And the other Shaco, thanks for the resub, thanks for the 19 months. Grunler, thanks for the sub, thanks for sharing the Prime. Nice little sub train there. I kind of think I should have some number of Tormod scripts in. They're playing knights and stuff. Dragon Force only have the rights to their last 3 albums, Vault Fracture. But yeah, they are on the list of rock and dope bands that have given explicit permission. Hey, Zer0017, thanks for the resub, thanks for the 8 months. Twitch baby. We attack here. Lackey gets eaten by Ooze. Muxus trades with Quaddle. Knight eats a Goblin War Chief. They take 5, go to 13. I don't think we attack. I think we set up a Krenko turn. I guess just Muxus can serve. Yeah, deal. Hell yeah, Blood Raid. I've been doing the same shit. I've spent a lot of money on Bandcamp the last few.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Peachy Meow. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 4 months. The Midnight has given permission? No, I didn't know that. Give me a sec here. Let me write that down. Can you go big for a second? Okay, cool. I've started a metalcore playlist because there's an entire metalcore / hardcore label that is given permission for all their artists. It's not long enough for a full stream, but we might have some heavier nights. Tomorrow for the Halloween stream, I think we're going to listen to a lot of Tom Lehrer. I think there's going to be a lot of that. Is this just Pleasant Kenobi with an American accent? Also known as Superior Pleasant Kenobi? Yes, you could describe me that way. I've been making content for a lot longer, though. Like, I'm 32 years old. Pleasant Kenobi's only 18. I've been going for a lot longer than that cat. The Muxus whiffed? That's so not good for me. It's like impressively bad. We play a lot of goblins too. It's really hard. We just revealed 2 more Muxuses and mana. We just bottomed the rest of our Muxuses. Oh man. The ooze, the ooze. And now Uro's gonna come back into play this turn. Can I explain the thought process behind whiffing? Yeah, whiffing is not something that good players typically do. Usually it's better to hit. I like to switch it up though, I like to keep my opponent guessing. If you hit every time, it's just so predictable, right? You don't want to be too predictable. I feel that it's kind of fucked up. The good news is the opponent's hellbent, and we have a Krenko. And if we get to untap with Krenko like once, I think we win. They could just be dead here. Their knight creates at least 2 tokens, right? For blockers. So they have like 5 blockers. You think the opponent's deck is fair for Legacy? I think 4-color Snow Control is like one of the next to beat, right? I don't know if fair for Legacy is how I describe them. So we have 6 attackers, plus 7 is 13, and they have a potential 4 blockers. And they can gain like 3 life on board to go up to 26. So 4 blockers, what was it, 13? So 9 times 2 is 18. Yeah, I don't think we attack here, actually. I think we just pass. Oh, there's sweet. I like how I'm like sitting out there thinking about how to best kill my opponent, and they're just like, nope, done. They just don't make me think. I love that. I fucking love that. How's that 4 blockers? Because they have the Knight of the Reliquary. The Knight of the Reliquary sacrifices a forest. And goes and gets a fetch, and the fetch triggers the Field of the Dead, and then they crack the fetch, and then you get another land, and that again triggers the Field of the Dead, and then assuming that fetch gets a green source, that activates the ooze, so that's a life neutral, right? This the fetch crack. I was counting at 2 per creature when they were 3/3s. Oh, good point. Yeah, I guess they were dead. Silly meme. The opponent's over there like, he can't possibly fuck up this math, concedes. I'm over here like trying my best to fuck up the math, like, oh, maybe I don't attack. Missed lethal. I didn't miss shit! They scooped before I could declare attackers. It's not my fault. Mislethaling me. Wasn't even in combat yet. A fetch land that fetches a fetch? Oh god. My god. And then because it's fetching a fetch land, and the fetch land is gonna make you lose life, the fetch that fetches a fetch shouldn't even really cost life, right? It should just be free. Oh, that's true. I missed lethal by not attacking before they can concede. Yeah, silly me. If they'd had a Tabernacle in their deck, Firefighter, I assume that they would have gotten it before the start of my turn there, right? A card that turns all your lands into fetch lands. Yeah, because Valakut's not good enough. Gotta make Valakut better. I might actually mull this on the draw. Well, probably not even. A lot that can go wrong here, though, huh? The good news is, if they're relying on Force of Will to stop a Goblin Lackey into turn 2 Muxus, then they're going to have a rough time. The bad news is, we only have one red source, so if they just put a blocker in front of Goblin Lackey, then we're going to have a rough time. Or just, like, swords it or something. But if we draw, like, a single red source, then we're still making a War Chief on 3 into a turn 4 Muxus. Dwari Ruins. Well, that's not going to do it. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Getting some real winners here. So if I got Chieftain, hold on. So Muxus is going to be attacking for +4, so 8 next turn. 8, 9, 10, 11. Chieftain would be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Still not enough for lethal. I guess I just get Ringleader. Because I can actually cast a Ringleader. I can't play Chieftain. Well, there's a lot of cards in my deck that produce red mana. So if Chieftain would give me lethal, then I would rather get a Chieftain than a Ringleader. Because I would have the chance of just winning the game next turn. Winning the game better than passing the turn, if you can swing it. Everyone's acting like you don't get a draw step. Like, oh, you can't even cast a Chieftain. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware that I don't have double red. I talked about the lack of double red when I discussed the opener. What if they were at 17 here instead of 19? Then I would have gotten Chieftain instead.
Oh shit, what up?
Much easier to draw red than draw Chieftains, that's true. Oh, they know the brainstorm locked. There's packing. Cloudline Carl thinks the sub, thanks for 41 months. Does not seem like a Pyrokinesis matchup. Does seem like a Reb matchup. I think they're on like show and tell stuff. Maybe I'll bring in the Thorns on spec.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Galadriel, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 2 months there. Galadriel says, hey, thanks for making great content. Since Hoogland isn't doing magic, I figured my money would go to what I'm watching. Yeah, that's fair. That's how I usually disperse my my Prime sub. Is like whoever I'm watching when I notice that I have a Prime sub up, they get my Prime sub. I think it's a fair way to do it. I think it's spread around.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, P-Smith05, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 8 months. Yeah, Riley does have great emotes. You're not wrong. Hulin did not quit Magic, I'm sure. MTGNJ. He's probably just like going through a burst of playing other games. He does that from time to time. Switches it up.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Auto Loot, thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing that Prime. Yeah. Oh, this isn't, this isn't show and tell, this is oops all spells. Which means that I mis-sideboarded like a real rube. Hey, the last new, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 19 months there. Thorn Mammoth, this was a good board in though. But Chalice and Tormod's Crypt both should have come in. Don't shit talk other streamers? Yeah, please don't do that. A lot of them are my friends. We all know each other and stuff. Yeah, so they flipped their whole deck over, and they do have Force of Wills. It means we feel good about leaving Rebs in. Just giving their list a once-over. So they get 3 Narcomoebas. Scythe the Dread Return, rebuy Thassa's Oracle, win the game. Just so everybody sees what's going on here. Before I scoop up. Gonna cut the last Prospector. Lackey and Instigator are the only early game cards I want. I think we cut War Chiefs entirely. Believe in 4 Chieftains. Keep the more aggressive Lord. And then I'm thinking about cutting Ringleaders. For like the first time ever. Maybe I cut all the Ringleaders and just play like more Lord effects. Yeah, let's cut another Ringleader, leave 3 Krankos. You don't think Thorn is good? They're playing a bunch of like Lotus Petals and Rituals. Thorn seems great. They need to Dread Return as well. So like that stops them, so that makes them like add another mana onto the turn as well. Thorn's great. Why do you want Pyrokinesis? Why would that be good? You hit a Narcomoeba? Well, they have Bridge, right? So if you kill a Narcomoeba, they just get another 2/2. I don't think Pyrokinesis is good there, no. They usually have Bridge. Maybe I should have let on Lackey. See if they would have countered that one. I think I run out Chalice on 0 here. Increase the chance we don't get to turn 1. They play like 4 Chrome Mox, 4 Lotus Petal. You'd be meddling maging with your Chalice. Whereas if you played on 1, you're hitting Brainstorm, Ponder, Dark Ritual. But next turn I kind of want to play this Instigator. Not really sure what to grab. Maybe Muxus, maybe Matron. Maybe just Chieftain. Chieftain we would have 10 damage next turn. If I draw Interaction, I want to play that instead of Chieftain, though. Maybe I do just grab Muxus. We do not have Ringleader in our deck. I think they're just playing... Okay, maybe they forgot about it. I was going to say, I think the reason that they were playing the Lotus Petal was so that they could turn on Threshold for Cabal Ritual. Alright, opponent. This is your turn. I feel like we just needed, like, one more thing. We'll see. We'll see if the Chalice is good enough. Yes! Yes, Chalice, yes! Nice little 4-1. Not bad, not too shabby.